All right, guys, this video is going to be a little different than my usual videos if you're used to watching me work on stuff. But this video is why I've been working on one piece of equipment in particular. You see me work on that International 175C loader. It's a crawler loader. Wife and I own a 10-acre parcel that's completely wooded. And we were going to build a house here, but things didn't work out, and we're just going to hold on to the land. And I've been hunting on it. We've owned it for 5 or 6 years. The hunting ain't bad, whitetail hunting. It's about the only hunting that I make time to do really in about the last 5 years. And this past season I did a little more than I had been doing. And it didn't seem like I was seeing the deer like I'd hoped to. So I had a Indiana DNR wildlife biologist, my district wildlife biologist. He came out and we walked this property, and he gave me some ideas of what I could do to improve it for, wildlife habitat, in particular deer. And I wasn't trying to hide the fact that I just want to improve this to deer hunt on. But because it's so wooded, when we walked the property, he spent a good amount of time with me. We were probably here for 2 hours, and he was a wealth of knowledge. And in that time, in walking the property, we discovered that there are 2 patches of sort of a maple growth area. And in our discussion, maple was decided that it's really not tremendously beneficial to deer like some other varieties. It doesn't produce a real mass that they could use much of. And given the layout of the surrounding area here, he told me that he wasn't a big advocate for food plots because so many people want to try to sell you food plot seed and fertilizer and apparatuses to tend to it and stuff. So he wasn't really a food plot gimmicky guy, but given the layout of the surrounding areas and given the fact that this is such an open area, this area in particular, there's about an acre here that, besides that one little briar patch, there's about an acre here that really is not benefiting deer much at all. And in fact, the time that I spent hunting here, I don't see deer doing really anything in this area other than just traveling through. And they're traveling through in a pretty good hurry. They don't spend much time here. And I would like to change that. So he advised me that if I'd like to open this area up, that, putting a food plot right here might be a good idea. He suggested that I use white Dutch clover. He said he actually plants that in his food plots because it's so shade tolerant. And I've got sort of a mature growth trees all around what will be this will be a food plot hopefully very soon. But I plan to bring the 175C in here. I had it delivered yesterday. It's sitting down the hill, up over the hill, and I've got it parked down there. I plan on bringing it up around the side of the hill and start knocking down trees. You can see, you may or may not be able to see, I've got orange flag tape on some of the trees here. And the orange flag tape is on the oak. It's mostly red oak in here, but there are a few white oaks. So I marked all the oaks to try to kind of give myself, a boundary area. As I'm standing here, I can kind of get an idea of where, as far as I want to open the area up. I don't want to damage the oaks if I can help it, because they are beneficial for deer. So I want to try to knock out these maples, and I want to try to I'm not really going to be concerned with conserving firewood here. I'm going to make it accessible. I'm going to pile the timber up in such a manner that, I can come back and trim firewood out of the pile fairly easily. But this project is going to be mostly just for the purpose of land clearing. So this will be the first time I've ever undertaken anything like this. And this is the reason that I bought that crawler loader. This specific patch of maple trees is why I bought that loader and why I put such so much time and money into that loader, you know, kind of getting it up and running. I've had to replace a few lines. I've had to do some hydraulic work on, you saw me do some shifter work on it. It needed a few things to kind of bring it back to life because it had been dormant for a number of years. So now we're going to put it back to work. This is going to be the before. I'm standing, the property line runs down that trail and then continues on. It's a straight line. So I'm going to make about a 90-degree angle here, and I'm going to go that way along this. There's a red oak here that's marked. Down there, there's a white oak that's marked, and I'm going to make a line about 50 yards, 50 to 60 yards until I hit another line of oaks that grow along a little ridge there. So this is going to be about 60 yards that way, and it's going to go kind of creep up over the hill about 100 yards that direction before I start hitting more oaks. And I'm going to open up this 60 by 100 area, and I'm going to see what it looks like. And if it doesn't look like I'm getting enough sunlight to the ground, I'm going to continue to go that way with it. So I probably won't go a whole lot longer across the top here, because once I roll over that hill too far, I don't want to cause erosion problems. And I'm already going to be pressing my luck with this little swale down through here. So if anything, I'm going to go wider, and I can go a good distance wider before I get to another hillside that I don't want to cause erosion problems on. So I can go as much as maybe another 50 yards that way. So this may be as big as 100 yards by 100 yards, but initially I'm going to start it out 60 yards by 100 and see what that looks like. And today is July 7th, 2018. I hope to plant this in mid to late August with clover. So this is going to be a big project for me. This is the before, and I hope to not spend too many days over here doing this, but hopefully it'll be a big dramatic change. That 175C has a 4-way bucket, so my plan is to start at the far end, start knocking trees down and push them that way, and then just kind of work my way this way. So push the trees down, pick it up with the bucket, carry it over and drop it. Come this way, grab another tree, take it that way, drop it. So just kind of nibble my way this direction. We'll see how that works out, and it's gonna look a whole lot different. If nothing else, I'm gonna make a big damn mess. So I'll catch you guys up maybe as we continue with this project, or maybe it'll be a continuation on this video. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned in. If you guys are seeing this, you know, click that thumbs up button if you like this video, if you're looking for, you know, ideas on food plots and stuff like that. And definitely click the subscribe button if you want to follow along with this project. I'll catch you guys on the next video.